Hello. Your eyes do not deceive you. This is, in fact, not World of Warcraft gameplay. It's actually a little indie game called Rain World, or the World of Rain World, if you're me. It's a $15 game that's on sale on Steam right now, and the reason I'm shilling for it is I really like it, and also because people who hear this video may not want to keep subbing to WoW. This is another alternative that I think would be well worth the money. I do recommend this game pretty handedly. Look up videos though, it isn't for everyone. It's very difficult. But I'm not here to talk on Rain World. I'm here to talk about something else, and I'm just using this as an immersive medium to those who think a 9-subscriber YouTube channel is first mod or content. Shout out, by the way, to my subscribers. Thank you, Mom, Dad, my brother, my sister, my brother-in-law, my Nana, my Papa, and my alternative account that I made so that I could try and hit 10 subscribers, and it hasn't worked yet. Thank all of you for giving me the moral support on starting this channel. You're all the best. Any music you hear in the background will be from the game, Rain World. So if any of it interests you, check the timestamps. I'll have it all linked in the description. Composer did an amazing job. But let's get into the main topic of this video. So what I'm actually talking about today is the hardcore classic World of Warcraft drama. Yes, it does exist, and yes, I'm involving myself in it because I want to be involved. It does affect me to a certain degree, mostly because I'm not sure how this is going to shake up the whole official hardcore servers coming out and how they're linked to the hardcore community Discord. It's a bit of a mess. Now, Blizzard has been taking nothing but L's recently when it's come to Wrath Classic and now even Dragonflight, and this is a bit concerning, but it's also nothing new. So, what's going on? Well, first off, all this started with Alex Sensual making a video about how the hardcore community is hooking up with RestedXP, which is hooking up with Blizzard, and they're all in this big cabal wanting to get as much money from the classic fan base as possible, milk you like a cow, and then dip. I don't know how true that is. I treat him as the Alex Jones of the WoW community. Most of the time he's calling Sandy Hook victims the Illuminati, but sometimes, every now and then, it turns out there are chemicals in the water. So, because of that, I do take what he says, and I analyze it, and I think about it, but I take it kind of with a grain of salt. It's why, starting with the Kargoz situation, I don't think he's the most liable person. I think he's shilled for his company, he's evolved in the company, and he could be a massive dick in the tournament video, which is, kind of bad. And it's just I don't think he's the main bad guy. I feel like the constant attack on Kargoz was kind of unwarranted, It was like a personal attack or something. Sure, he gets angry at games. Sure, he gets upset. He gets fired up on people and everything, but I don't think he's a bad guy. I'm willing to give it a pass because I get fired up at games. My entire family can attest to that. I hear nothing but how I get fired up at games. But the affiliation with RestedXP, the fact that he nuked his entire channel and left all of his Discords, is pretty sus. There's no other way to say it. It's suspicious. He did make a comment in another YouTube video, you see on screen now, about how him wanting to go away and just kind of mind his own business for a bit. And I'm willing to respect that of him, and I'm ready to give him the benefit of the doubt because he did start doing all this classic stuff far before it became profitable to do it. So I think he isn't the biggest dude. I think the bigger culprit is the RestedXP company that he does associate with. Personally, I'm not a big fan of RestedXP. I feel like it came out of nowhere and started raking in a ton of cash by using the classic fan base. And when anything does that on YouTube, like the, Entitled Lord thing, established titles, that's what it was. When that showed up, I got suspicious. I got very suspicious. I didn't trust it. RestedXP is a lot in the same way. It feels like a scam. It does. It feels like a scam to me. It's not a scam because it does do exactly what it says it does. However, there's a few little things in it that I really don't like. For instance, there's a lot of gold farming guides in it. Yeah, so you can farm gold. More importantly, this is paid for content. This is a premium add-on. That's bad. That's really, really, really bad. Because while I was using Zygor, I learned in that Alex Zinchuel video that paid-for add-ons are actually against Blizzard terms of service. You'll see it on screen. I found it. So, the fact that this add-on exists and it is paid for and it is basically being allowed by Blizzard sets a precedent I am not all too comfortable with, honestly. Enough of this game is already paid for. Hell, they're adding in a real money transaction for the trader tokens in Dragonflight. Like, you can pay for anything now. You can pay for a token in Wrath. I'm not gonna get into that. It's bad. All of this is bad. I don't like any of this. I hate paying more than my $60, $15 stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm even paying $15 for a $60 game or paying $60 for a $15 sub. It's stupid. I don't approve of it. I feel like it's one or the other. That's besides the point. I have canceled my Zygor subscription because of the fact that I learned it was going against terms of service. However, I learned about Zygor through Nixium. He is a popular content creator. He's been on the platform for a very long time, and he is sponsored by that company. And I bring this up because Alex Zinchuel was saying that streamers and content creators are in cahoots with RestedXP, and that's why they're shilling it so hard. And that probably is the case. That's usually how sponsors work. I see nothing wrong with being sponsored, by the way. I think it's just bad that it's a paid-for add-on that goes against terms of service. And with the release of this video pointing that out and clarifying it to Blizzard, I am worried that that is going to be something they look at and then cut all ties and shake up the entirety of the hardcore community, because RestedXP is unfortunately pretty involved with the Discord due to being the main sponsor for a lot of the content, like the hardcore world circuit and the hardcore dungeon drafts. So if Blizzard is going to look at that and the hammer does come down, then Zygor and RestedXP are going to just go. And I'm sure a lot of other add-ons are, but those are the two that I'm most familiar with. And I've actually canceled my Zygor subscription because I'm worried I'm going to lose my account because I didn't know about that specific thing. So that's Kargoz, that's RestedXP. The last thing I want to talk about was the sexual allegations Alex made in his video regarding the hardcore Discord moderators. Well, given the fact that I'm like several days late to this whole ordeal, it's pretty much been handled by the community. There was a post made on the Discord that said that they did remove a lot of people and that they have cleaned up the house basically, and I'm willing to take their word for it. Because it is Discord, it is a public outlet, and I am not all too surprised that there are bad actors in it. There's a bad actor in every single community. It's really not that big of a surprise to me, unfortunately. It's just the way the world works. So the fact that it is now handled, I don't see a reason to continue pushing on this subject. I actually think the moderators handled it pretty admirably. So that's the shortest part of this video because it is the least affected now. It's done. It's over. And yeah, that's about it. It is a, not really a short video. The timestamp says 8.5 minutes already. But yeah, classic drama going on in a 20-year-old game that I'm addicted to. I guess I'll use this last part here. I give a pause there because I want to timestamp it in case no one actually cares about what I was talking about before and they just want to see how the journey is going to the whole 9 of you that care. I will be making more content with Lowtidebovine. It's hard to find motivation knowing that official servers are coming out, but then I remember that Blizzard is awful with setting up actual dates. If they don't give you an actual date, it isn't coming out for probably another year. Because they said the PTR was coming out within a few weeks, and it's been a few weeks, and there has been no word. I think it's been 6 weeks now, with no word on the PTR, let alone official servers. So Lowtidebovine will return probably next week. Or maybe the week after that. I don't know yet. He'll be back though.